All right, what's up guys? Today is the tear down of the Miata. Not much is changing here. The filter's off right now, but I made this heat shield out of like an old license plate, so that's pretty nice. But yeah, like I said in a previous video, there's some tick noise going on. We had Jonas's coworker Ryan, who's a mechanic. He checked it out, listened for knocks and stuff, and he said it really sounded like it was the intake side, like cam, like up here, like a lifter or something. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull the valve cover off, pull the timing gears, pull the timing belt, pull the camshafts out, and clean all the lifters out for gunk and stuff. Take all the lifters out and soak them in carb cleaner and stuff. So it's gonna be a process, but it should be worth it. I'll start it up and show you guys the tick right now, and then I guess we'll see if it goes away or not. Honestly, if it doesn't, I'm not too worried about it, but now that I know it's like up in the top end, it's not a big deal. So let's see. All right, well, the valve cover's off, the coil packs are out. So what I'm gonna have to do now is take off the cast, take off this timing cover, undo the timing belt, take out the cam gears here, and then take out the camshaft with the cam caps. Gotta remember to make sure to mark everything and make sure everything goes back where it came, otherwise your car will not run good. All right, now that the valve cover's out, next step is to remove this timing cover, all this covers and stuff, remove this pulley and the harmonic balancer so you could take off the timing belt and work with the stuff up here. So let's get to taking these plastic covers off and the pulleys off. All right. So I took off this tensioner right here, and it's right down there. I took off the spring that holds it on, and I just pulled it off the top cam gears. I know when I retime it, I'm gonna have to pull off the harmonic balancer, but I'm gonna save that for later. I have two wrenches right on the cam hexes, and then I got the vice grip holding them together. So now the cam gears are ready to pull off. I could just unbolt these and then take the cam gears off. Then I'm gonna take the casts out, and the cam shafts will be ready to come out. All right, well, the cast is out. I actually forgot that you could just leave the cam gears on these cars. I was thinking about the VVTi cars where you have to take the gears off. So now we're just gonna take these cam caps off right here. Remember where all of them go. The cast is off, so they're ready to pull out. All right, all the cam caps are loose on this side. I already took this side out, it's right over there. So once they're loose, just take them out, keep them in order, and then you can pull the camshaft out. All right, guys, so the camshafts are out. So here's the lifters. Here's an example of a good one. Right here, if you look inside, as you can see, I could push it down pretty easily. See that? Look at that. You could easily push it down. So that's a good one. You want to keep track of where these go too, but that's a good one. And there's only like 4 good ones in this engine. So here's just an example of a bad one. Pushing down as hard as I can, and it doesn't even move. So there's a bunch of junk in here and gunk. So I'm gonna take apart every single one of these and soak them in like diesel or some cleaner overnight and just let them get cleaned out. But I'm gonna take them apart too and make sure everything's out of them. But look at that. Can't even push it down as hard as I can. Nothing. Doesn't even move. And the sound was like back in the engine bay, and like all 4 of these back here, look, you can't push any of them. Whereas like a good one, like right here, you could push it. See that? It's moving. So I'm gonna take all those out now and mark them. All right, so now what you're gonna wanna do to clean them is, see that right in there, is basically what you're gonna do is open up your pliers, grab onto that right there and pull, and pull that piece out, and then the ugly oil should drain out if you have it in there clogged up. All right, guys, I had to wait for my brother to get home to use his vice grips, the small ones. But basically, you're gonna pull the right here, the cartridge out of the lifter in there, and there's a bunch of black oil came out. Next thing, what you're gonna do is separate these two pieces like this, and then there's a little spring in there right there. So you want to clean all of these out. As you can tell, there's just oil in there. And then soak those in some sort of cleaner. As you can see, I have all mine marked. I'm gonna leave them in diesel overnight and then put them back together. All right, so all the lifters are currently out right now, as you can tell. The cams are out. And I have them all marked, soaking in diesel overnight. All right, so we're at Walmart getting paint for the valve cover, and look at what someone wrote in Walmart. All right, guys, so it's the next day. I let all these sit in here overnight, so long time. And I got some oil just so I can, you know, put it in a cup and squeeze them, kind of prime them before I put them back in the car. Got a fire extinguisher, that's just so I could drift. But I'm gonna get to putting all these lifters together and putting the cans back in and that stuff, the important stuff. All right, guys, so I have one side done in here. So basically, as you can tell, look at every single one of these, I can push down easily, and there's a lot of movement. So every single one of those are good. So now we're just gonna do it for the other side. As you saw earlier, I couldn't even push down any of them. There's like 2 good ones. So just gonna finish that side. We can throw the cams in, retime it and everything, and it'll be good to go. All right, guys, I got lazy and I didn't show it, but I put in the cams, torqued them down respectively in the order Mazda said, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just put the time belt on, got the tensioner on. Still gotta tighten all the tensioners up and stuff. And I assume I'm gonna have to time this thing because it's probably out of timing. So we're gonna get that done. All right, the Miata is totally together. We did top dead setter, timed it. We're gonna use the timing gun to set the cast timing. And other than that, it should be ready to go. So we're gonna start it up. All right, guys, here's after driving it for a little bit. There's like a very faint tick, but it probably just needs to wear in a little bit more, but it's way better, way better.
Could be the exhaust leak too.
Yeah, there's an exhaust leak too, so it could be that. All right, guys, I'm at the gas station, just filling up on some 93. I still hear a little ticking, but it's way better, way better. So thing's running awesome. I'm on like 14 to 15 pounds of boost. Thing just shreds. Lights up second gear, chirps third, and it's a blast. So you know, it's if you get heavy lifter tick, it's a good idea to clean out your lifters like I did. And yeah, guys, I don't know. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.